Hey everyone. So today we're going to start the sacral chakra. But before we do that, I'm going to sage. I just pulled my sage out. There it is. Sage the space. Warding off any unknown negative energies that might want to hinder the process of healing ourselves, healing the collective, gods, spirits, ancestors. Be with us on our journey, protect us, support us, encourage us, have patience with us. We love you. Okay. Let's see here. So, what I'm going to do, so that we don't forget all the work we've done on our root chakra, is do the short meditation intro, and then we're going to do the exercises, then we'll get into the sacral chakra, because our root chakra is our foundation and it needs to be well established for us to move up to our other chakras. So let's get started with just the exercises on the root chakra and the short meditation. Find a comfortable chair and sit with your back straight and both feet planted firmly on the floor. Take a deep breath. Feel your body expand and contract as you breathe. Feel your legs, your feet, and the floor they are placed on. Feel the solidity of that contact. Feel the chair beneath you. Feel the weight of your body in it and how the force of gravity naturally pulls you downward, easily, soothingly. Bring your attention to your feet. Ever so slightly, press your feet into the floor. Feel your legs engage with the earth plane. Do not let this pressure become tension so that the muscles in your legs tighten, but feel a subtle current of energy running from your first chakra down to the earth. Try to keep this current going as we move on to grounding the upper body. As you tune into the weight of your body, you will gradually become aware of a center of gravity at the base of your spine. Feel how your body is now resting on that point and focus on it as if it were an anchor holding you down. When you feel anchored at this spot, you can begin to integrate the rest of your body into grounding. Tune into your torso, focusing your attention on the central channel of your body. This is not the spine, which is closer to the back of the body, but that part of our internal core that is aligned over our center of gravity. Take a moment to align the top of your head, your throat, your stomach, heart and abdomen, all the other chakras with the base chakra on which they rest. Take a deep breath. And allow that alignment to gently settle in and balance over the first chakra. We have now established a vertical column of energy. Imagine this column as a great cord, preferably a deep red color, running from far above your head through the center of your body and down into the ground, passing directly through the empty space between your seat and the floor. Take special time to make sure this cord runs through your anchor point into the first chakra and continues not only to the ground, but deep down into it. If you can, visualize it going all the way to the center of the earth, with the earth's gravitational field pulling it down to the core. Spend some time at this point point, checking to keep all the parts are going. The feet slightly pressing into the floor. The chakras aligned directly over each other. The red column of energy pulling us downward. The harmonious feel of gravity rooting us, anchoring our physical and subtle bodies together. Gradually let your torso sway side to side and back and forth, and then in a circular motion over the first chakra point. Notice how the point at the base of your spine does not move, yet the body moves around it. We want to be able to keep our grounding even in movement, and this allows the body to practice this skill. Allow excess tension to drain off into the ground and still keeping the feet slightly pressed into the floor, then return to stillness once again. Okay, we're going to run through the root chakra exercises quickly, but mindfully. And we're going to, then we're going to read about the sacral chakra. So the first exercise is knee to chest. Breathing in and releasing as we exhale. Both legs. Okay, now we're going to do bridge pose. And down. And down. And flipping over, doing locust. Foot to groin, stretching. I worked out this morning. I'm a little sore. Both feet. Okay. Now we're going to do our movement. I'm going to skip the laying down meditation because we're going to get into the sacral chakra, and I do really want to get into that. Just establishing our column of energy and our root chakra first. So, elephant was bend the knees and straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Okay, and then pigeon toe. visualizing carpets, pushing them together, bend, straighten. Oh, we forgot, or I forgot. Pushing up onto our heels, onto our toes. Oh, the ceiling's not very high in here. Let's try this again. Calm down, Sarah. Pushing up onto our toes. And down. Pushing up onto our toes. And down. Pushing up to our toes. And down. Okay, good. Then the next one is I have feet up in the air. Heels. Energy, feeling the energy. Ow, I have a knot in my hair. Okay. Whew. So that was our root. And now we're going to go over the qualities of the root chakra, and then we're going to do our sacral chakra. So quickly. See, that was only 12 minutes, not so bad, to get our root chakra established. Okay. Now, let's see. Sanskrit name of the root chakra is Muladhara, meaning root support. Location, perineum, base of spine, coccygeal plexus. Element is earth. Function is survival and grounding. Inner state is stillness. Outer form is solid. Rights, right to be here, right to have. Outer manifestations, solid. Glands, adrenals. Other body parts, leg, feet, bones, large intestine, teeth. Malfunction, weight problems, hemorrhoids, constipation, sciatica, degenerative arthritis, knee troubles. Color is red. Sense is smell. Seed sound is lam. Vowel sound is O as in rope. Petals are 4. Vam, sam. Tarot suite is pentacles, or some people call it coins. Okay, and I learned what Saphira is, and I wrote it down. So Saphira is a noun, and it's each of the 10 attributes or emanations surrounding the infinite, and by means of which it relates to finite. They are represented as spheres on the tree of life. And then for those of us who don't know what emanations are, it's an abstract but perceptible thing that issues or originates from a source. Okay, so that's what Saphira is, and the Saphira is Malkuth, and Malkuth is the 10th of the Sephirot in the Kabbalistic tree of life. I could have gone further into that research, but we're not talking about that. We're sticking to the chakras for right now. Okay, let's see. The planets are Saturn and Earth. The metal is lead. The foods are proteins and meats. This corresponding verb is I have. The yoga path is Hatha Yoga. The herb for incense is cedar. The minerals are lodestone, ruby, garnet, and bloodstone. Guna, Thomas. Animals, elephant, ox, bull. Lotus symbols, 4 red petals, yellow square, downward pointing triangle. Shiva lingam around which Kundalini is coiled 3 1/2 times. White elephant, 8 arrows outward. Above the Bihas, B-I-J-A, seed syllable is the child Brahma and the Shakti Dakini. Hindu deities, Brahma, Dakini, Ganesha, Kubera, Uma, Lakshmi, and Prisni. Other pantheons, Gaia, Demeter, Persephone, Erda, Ereshkigal, Anat, Saradwen, Geb, Hades, Puyal, Dumuzi, Tammuz, and Atlas. Archangel Uriel, chief opening force, gravity. Okay, let's get into our sacral chakra. I'm really excited to move to the next one. Okay, chakra 2. Water, change, polarities, pleasure, emotions, sexuality, nurturance, and clairsentience. Here's our opening meditation. Quietly you lie at peace, alive against the earth. Okay, so I'm just going to set up reading this, but really we should be laying down. The earth that is still, solid, unmoving. You are still, yet for every ebb and flow of breath, there is movement in your body. There is change. From inner to outer, and outer to inner. The path between worlds is woven through you. The path of change. As your chest rises, the breath moves through your nose, throat, and lungs. It ebbs and flows as evenly and gracefully as waves upon a shore. I am going to lay down, actually. I'll just lay down holding the book. Because it's really what I'm supposed to be doing to get the benefit. Okay. Oh, God. I brought my A mat down today. The space is really small, though. Okay. So, let's see if I can read this in the dark. I'm going to turn it this way because it's dark down here. Lights are not great either. I think I got more light this way. I'm going to start from the beginning. Okay, that's better. Okay. Opening meditation. Quietly you lie at peace, alive against the earth. The earth that is still, solid, unmoving. You are still, yet for every ebb and flow of breath, there is movement in your body. There is change. From inner to outer, from outer to inner. The path between the worlds is woven through you, the path of change. As your chest rises, the breath moves through your nose. Throat and lungs. It ebbs and flows as evenly and gracefully as waves upon a shore. Back and forth. Empty and full. In and out. Inside, your heart beats. Your blood pulsates. A river of life connects each and every cell within you. Blood flows outward. Blood flows toward the center again. Your cells expand and contract, ever reproducing, dying. Wiggle a finger back and forth. Impulses of nerves run down your arms. Your breathing continues. In and out. In and out. Deep in your belly, you become aware of a warm glow of orange pulsing through your pelvis, through your abdomen, through your genitals, pulsations of orange light moving in rivulets down your legs, up again through your thighs, flowing through your belly and up through your back to nourish all of you. You are alive. You are a wave of motion. Nothing within you is truly still. Nothing around you is still. Everything is constantly changing at each and every moment. Every sound, every ray of light, every breath is an oscillation, back and forth, constantly moving, swaying, flowing, a flow of constant change, changing every movement from the last. By the time you finish this meditation, both you and your world will be different. Within your body is a river of change. Find the subtle inner flow of movement and thought, moving up, down, around, and through. Find them and follow them. Allow them to gain momentum, removing obstacles by easing any tension you may find. Exaggerate their flow with outward movements. Sway in your chair, rock back and forth, creating a rhythmic motion. Okay, let's sit up and do this part. Here comes Skylar. Skylar, go lay down on the bed. Go. Change. That's what's happening now. Rock back and forth, creating a rhythmic motion. Let the rhythm build you until you feel like getting up. Even with this book in your hand, get up and move around, swaying on your feet. Swaying on your feet. Circling with your hips, bending your knees, always keeping the flow even and steady. Remembering roots below, you sway back and forth, up and down, in and out, expanding, yet ever returning to your core self once again. You move with the flow of water, sometimes slow like a great river, sometimes quickly like a spring stream, sometimes languishingly like a quiet lake, sometimes passionate like the waves of the sea. Raise an arm and imagine water flowing down through it. Feel the wet fluid run down your back, your buttocks, your toes. Think of water as it flows from the sky, caressing the mountains, running in rivulets to the various pools. Imagine water raining down on you, caressing your body, running in rivulets down your pelvis, down your legs, down to soften the earth below. You are the rain as you fall effortlessly from heaven to earth. You are many droplets of your thoughts fall from your mind. In tiny movements, the tides within you grow and move faster as they plunge downward, cascading over pinnacles of earth, then slowly as they slither serpentine across great valleys of your fertile fields, until as one you ebb and flow with the tides of the sea, pulled by the moon in its dance of dark and light. Your oceans vast and deep abound with life. Your passion reaches outward, spills onto the shore, and returns again within you. You drink in all the change around you, pulling in its movement through you as your life ebbs and flows. In and out, you breathe. From the vast depths of ebb and flows, you reach, you touch, you find your body. Sensations flow into your hands across your skin. Sensations known to none but you. Your hand moves across your curves, flesh, and follows lines of movement. You sway to sensuality of your touch. Inside you rise emotions, churning, yearning, flowing, bubbling. They reach and touch and rise, becoming movements. Waves change, the waters flow, within, without. You are alone, yet others are around you. They too ebb and flow and change and touch and yearn. Your movements flow to join them, desiring to unite, to merge, to move towards something new. Your hands long to touch, to pull the oceans closer, to feel the flow of other tides mixing with your own. You are alone. Your belly heaves. Your sex awakes. Your thirst for touch and reach beyond yourself. You find your other, different, yet the same. Exploring, you begin to merge. The movements build within you, exalting you, expressing you, caressing you. Your passions swell in ocean waves to crash upon the shore and satisfy your needs. The waters ebb and flow, nurture, cleanse, and heal. As they flow with each yearning, each movement, each breath, ecstatic and uniting, you merge, complete with yourself, and completed once again within another. You dance and you rise and you fall and you rest. You are water, the essence of all forms, yet formless. You are the point from which each direction flows, and you are the flow. You are the one that feels. You are the one that moves. You are the one that embraces the other. Shall we flow together and join our souls in this journey down the river of life? Shall we flow together into the sea? Okay, that was fun. And then now we get to read. I'll go sit back in my little hobbit hole, my chair. And we will read this. Okay, Chakra 2, Symbols and Correspondences. Sanskrit name is Svadhisthana. Svadhisthana, meaning sweetness. Location, lower abdomen, genitals, womb. Element is water. Function, desire, pleasure, sexuality, procreation. Inner state, feelings. Outer form, liquid. Glands, ovaries, and testicles. Other body parts, wombs, genitals, kidney, bladder, circulatory system. Malfunction, impotence, frigidity, uterine, bladder, or kidney trouble, stiff lower back. Color is orange. Sense is taste. Seed sound is vom. Vowel sound oo, as in do. Guna is tamas. Taroswi is cups. Sapphira, remember what we learned about that? Let me read it again. I have it here somewhere. What did I do with it? Oh, Skylar's keeping it for me. She was laying on it. Sapphira. Each of the 10 attributes are emanations surrounding the infinite and by means of which it relates to finite. So the Sapphira is Yesod. I'll look that up and I'll have it ready for you next time. Celestial body is moon. Metal is tin. Food is liquids. Corresponding verb, I feel. Yoga path is Tantra. Incense, orris root, gardenia, damiana. Minerals, carnelian, moonstone, coral. Petals, 6. Animals, makara, fish, sea creatures. Lotus symbols, a lotus of 6 petals, vermilion or orange in color, containing inside a white crescent moon. Within the moon is the animal called the makara, part alligator and part fish, who represents the nature of desire and its gratification is pleasure. The deities are the god Vishnu, carrying in his 4 arms a conch shell, a disc, chakra, a war club, and a lotus. The goddess is Shakti Rakini, carrying a trident, lotus, drum, and axe. The Biha mantra seed sound is Vam, representing the vibration of water. Hindu deities: Indra, Varuna, Vishnu, Rakini, name of Shakti, and Svadhisthana level. Other pantheons: Diana, Chamaya, Tiamat, Mari, Conventina, Poseidon, Lear, Ganymede, Dionysus, and Pan. Archangel Gabriel. Chief operating forces: attraction of opposites. Okay, changing levels. We often think that when we have completed our study of 1, we know all about 2 because 2 is 1 and 1. We forget that we still have to make a study of and. We begin our upward journey through the chakras by going down into the earth, into stillness and solidity. We gain an understanding of our bodies, our grounding, and things associated with 1. We are now ready to introduce a new dimension, that which comes about when 1 meets another and becomes 2. It is here that our initial unity becomes duality. Our point becomes a line, giving it direction, dividing one side from another. We move from the element of earth to that of water, where solid becomes liquid, stillness becomes movement, and form becomes formless. We have gained a degree of freedom, but also more complexity. Our consciousness moves from a feeling of unity to the realization of difference. Our understanding of self now includes an awareness of the other. Connecting with another, desire arises, and with it our emotions and sexuality. We long to unite, to overcome our separateness, to reach out and grow. These are all aspects of consciousness as the 2nd chakra, all of which induce change. Change is a fundamental element of consciousness. It is what commands our attention, awakens it, makes us question. A sudden noise awakens us from slumber. Changes in the length of the days causes us to study the earth's movement in the heavens. Without change, our minds become dull. Without change, there is no growth, no movement, and no life. Consciousness thrives on change. In the Chinese philosophy, the I Ching, Book of Changes, is a system of wisdom and deviation based on the concept of change at the result of 2 polaric forces, yin and yang. They represent, respectively, feminine and masculine, earth and heaven, receptive and creative. Change is produced by the constant interaction of these forces, fluctuating around a state of balance. Consciousness is the 2nd chakra. Like the I Ching, is stimulated by the dance of polarities. In the upper chakras, we reach levels of consciousness that transcend dualism. But in the 2nd chakra, duality becomes the motivating force for movement and change. Duality, rising out of our initial unity, seeks to return to unity. Hence, opposites attract. Polarities, by their mutual attraction, create movement. If we are to begin in solid earth and transform all the way to infinite consciousness, there must be some movement to get the process started. This movement is the essence of the 2nd chakra's purpose in the overall chakra system. It is the opposite of the 1st chakra's stillness. Where the 1st chakra seeks to hold on and create structure, the 2nd chakra's purpose is to let go and create flow. Flow allows one thing to connect energetically with another. It is the difference between a point and a line. Motion exists within every known part of the cosmos and is an essential characteristic of all energy, matter, and consciousness. Without movement, the universe is static, fixed, and time ceases to exist. There is no field to create the illusion of solid matter, and we would instead experience its emptiness. To quote Dion Fortune, It is the pure movement in the abstract which we gave rise to the cosmos. The movement gave rise eventually to the locked up nodes of opposing forces, which are the prime atoms. It is movement of these atoms which forms the basis of all manifestation. We are all part of this constant process of movement, moving through many dimensions simultaneously. We move through physical space, as well as through feelings and through time, from one moment to the next, and through consciousness, from one thought to the next. We move through a world in motion, a world in constant change. Movement is an essential part of the life force, the essential of what separates life from death, the animate from the inanimate. Rocks don't move, people do. Let us flow then through the element of water in the second wheel of life, discovering how it brings us movement, pleasure, change, and growth. So that is the beginning of our sacral chakra studies. I will see you next time.